what's up guys? Let's talk about this new proposed law to give Singapore Police Force more powers to apprehend those with mental disorders. If Parliament passes this new bill, police officers will be able to search, restrain and use necessary force when apprehending a mentally disordered person. So currently the law does not allow that. So why the change? Let's find out. At this moment, the law does not set out the powers that the police have in nabbing such people. So what's new? Under this new law, as long as there is danger to human life or personal safety that is likely to occur, police officers will be allowed to take someone into custody before any harm is caused. The danger do not need to be imminent. So what that means is that the police officer do not need to see something really dangerous and risky for it to happen before he can apprehend the person. I'm sure many of you would have personally seen cases when a mentally disturbed person acting out and police officers trying to subdue them. So that is when they can immediately apprehend the person based on their judgment. So this came about after a case of wrongly arrest that happened in 2017. A man was arrested after the police officer acted in bad faith and arrested the man because he simply disliked the man and not because he genuinely believed that the man was a danger because of a mental disorder. Home Affairs and Law Minister K. Shanmugam subsequently voiced his concern over the judgment. He said MHA was considering whether to seek permission to challenge it or enact laws to address gaps between the policy intent and the position in law. So what I think that means is that the law can be one thing, but how is it being executed when it's on the ground by the police officer is another thing. So there is a gap in between. So with this new bill that is being passed, it should help bridge that gap together. Another of MHA concern was that this would lead to defensive judgment, which means police officer would just do the least thing possible to avoid being overanalyzed on their judgment. What if they make another wrongful arrest again? So how now? Currently, the law does not set out what powers are available to the police in apprehending a person. There is no a checklist on what they have to look, what they have to do at the moment based on their own judgment, what they can do. So it is imposed on them to apprehend anyone believed to be mentally disturbed and a danger to himself or anyone else, and it is reasonably suspected so. The officers must quickly, without delay, bring the person for a medical examinations together with the report of the facts of case, which means it is very obvious that something needs to be done. So they apprehend the person for him to go and get help. Okay, let me give you a scenario that is given by MHA itself. So police receive a call for help about a person who threatened to kill his family but did not say he would do it immediately. He has a history of mental disorder in the police record. So number one, the complaint appears to be credible. Number two, the threat of physical harm appears likely to occur due to his history. So what is going to happen now is that the police officer have the full right based on their judgment to apprehend the person instead of waiting for him to eventually do something like really kill his family members and then only police come. In summary, with this new bill being passed, there is lesser risk or situations where things can escalate so much more that more hurt is being done and the mentally disturbed person is being more harmful to himself and the environment. I believe the current climate in Singapore, there are many stresses that is coming to us. So if you do feel stressed or you feel like you need to talk to someone, here are some numbers that you can connect to and maybe get some help for yourself. Take care guys.